We have a special guest just walked in.
Really?
Unannounced.
All right.
But we'd like him to come on in and maybe sit in for a little while.
Please
bring him in.
Oh, my God. Look, it's Denny.
Hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dennis Falcone. How are you, sir?
How are you? Give me a
Very
big
come
hug.
here, you, Dennis Falcone.
How are you, pal?
Good. This is Dave Landau.
Dave, how are you? Hi,
you,
nice
Dave?
to meet you.
Don't be too impressed, Dave. Denny,
I know of you.
Dennis Falcone, of course, works. You still work, right?
Hope so.
Over you keep a nice low profile, man. I love it. Works over there at Sirius XM Satellite Radio.
I do.
And you did the 70s. Do you still do the 70s channel?
70s on 7, Dennis the Menace every weekend.
There you go.
70s on 7. I got to tell you, I love the 70s on 7.
So do I.
I listen. Everyone thinks I canceled my my satellite sub. I didn't. I did for a little while, but then you're like, fuck it. They give it free with the car, and then you get it. But 70s on 7. What are some of the big hits you'll be playing today? Let's say.
Well, this weekend?
Oh, this weekend.
I don't know yet because I don't have my music log.
What do you think? There can't be that many. I mean, what are there? 20 songs you shuffle around?
Oh, there's a lot of songs. There's like Get Down Tonight, Casey and the Sunshine Band.
I do like some Casey songs.
Out of Hialeah, Florida.
They got a good horn section with
Love
Casey.
the horn section.
Yeah.
Let me see. How about Foreigner?
Foreigner.
I like Foreigner.
I do like a Foreigner. Hot-blooded.
Hot-blooded, Cold as Ice.
Cold as ice. I like the hot and cold thing that they did.
So nice we could play it twice.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm
He's
the
got
king
all
of
the
corn.
DJ catchphrases.
I remember him from your show.
Oh, yeah. Denny Falcone.
Absolutely.
And,
his
what about
show.
You like that one? Hot Chocolate. Hey, hey.
I think that was Hot Chocolate. I think that was Redbone.
Come
Not
on, get your
Leon
love.
Redbone.
No, come and get your love.
Or the
Come and get your love.
or the U-porn Redbone.
Or the U-Born Redbone. No, that's way different.
A whole new generation of
that
people
yellow
discovered those songs after being in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy 1 came out, and it had a soundtrack that included a hell of a lot of those 70s hit songs.
It's a great soundtrack. Actually.
Yeah.
Even the second one is good too.
And a lot of people were like introducing their kids to those songs, and they became very popular.
Good, clean fun.
Good, clean fun. Denny hosted the music at one of my parties. And it was awesome.
Nice.
Out in the backyard doing his whole thing, playing songs. People are dancing. Oh, it was a great
Brought
time.
the disco lights.
Brought the disco lights. And then one time, the hula hoops were coming out when the cops showed up?
Cop showed up. I said,
The neighbors didn't like Denny's choice of music, I guess.
I felt like Joe Pesci after he messed up Henry's bar. Sorry about your floor, Henry.
Sorry about your floor. Maybe if you would have played something from Fiddler on the Roof, my neighbors wouldn't have minded.
Yeah, they wouldn't have cared so much.
Or the Dreidel songs.
Made out of clay, yeah.
Right. But
Barbara Streisand.
maybe some Barbara. They all like Barbara.
Is 70s your favorite era?
Yeah, I would say so because I'm I was born in the late 50s.
Okay. Yeah.
Kind of 60s,
Yeah.
The 60s and 70s. The British invasion.
Yeah.
But I kind of like it all. I'm sort of a Renaissance man of music.
Oh, he likes it all.
What's your favorite band?
What's my favorite?
Sorry,
band?
he's talking music.
That would have to be the Bee Gees.
Seriously?
Bee Gees.
Yeah, I like the Bee Gees. Yeah.
You're the first person to ever say that ever.
Really?
Yeah, but I'm not against you on it.
I mean,
get
everybody
it.
could say, "Oh, the Beatles."
I'm not going to say that.
I mean, but
Like what? Nights on Broadway. That's a good one.
Nights on Broadway.
Right?
See which album is a little darker, and I do like it, but I can't think of all albums. The Bee Gees one, late 70s.
Late 70s.
Lonely Days, Lonely
That's
Nights.
it, yeah.
Lonely days. Lonely nights.
That's
My woman.
yeah. That's before they really kicked into the more rhythmic sound.
Yeah.
Once Saturday Night
Jive
Fever
talking. Yes.
came out, the Bee Gees was a household name. But they had some hits back in the, I guess, late 60s
60s, sure.
that were very different from their,
Massachusetts.
from their Saturday Night Fever, way up there, harmony thing. They always had the harmonies, but
Yeah, there was such a kickback on disco music then in
Yes.
the 80s, They
Yeah,
changed
yeah.
it to dance music.
disco, I remember when I was in high school,
Right.
disco was where the dicks go. So if you were one of the disco guys, you were what was called a fag. I don't want to say it's a terrible word to use, but that was back in the day, and it was one of those things you didn't want to go to the disco. And a couple of my friends went disco. That happened to groups of friends. You'd be hanging out, you're just drinking your Jack Daniels, listening to Charlie Daniels or Marshall Tucker, bands like that. Molly Hatchet, if you will, and drinking some whiskey and hanging. You got your army jacket. You start a fire in the woods, and sit around and talk about girls you're never going to get.
But those clubs had nothing but guys.
Guys.
That's it. At least the discos.
And then one of the guys,
Yeah,
they
you're right.
stopped showing up.
Discos, you get laid.
Yeah.
But they would stop showing up in the woods and hanging out. And you're like, where did Bobby go?
No, we went to all the discos back then. Right after I saw Saturday Night Fever, changed my hairstyle, changed my clothes, everything. I had a white three-piece suit.
Oh,
I had a powder blue
And a
three-piece suit.
fine collar, I bet.
Did you do that move?
No,
You did the move?
I did the move. Yeah. Yeah. Nothing like polyester. Yeah. They used to have the shirts with the open collar. Put them
Oh,
over the
Jesus.
I was going to
chains.
say that
Chain
gigantic.
and the hair would come out and
Chains.
Well, exactly
still got
what
the fucking
Travolta
gold
wore.
chain.
Put away your chain here there, Henry.
Yeah. Don't hit my hair. You'll knock it off my head.
It's a great movie.
I'll have to wear a wig.
That was the biggest selling album until Thriller.
Oh, yeah.
Saturday
Yeah,
Night
the
Fever.
Saturday Night Fever soundtrack.
Night Fever.
Yeah, I went to a disco. My mom was one of the cocktail waitresses at a disco, and I had to put up with the cocktail jokes and things as a kid.
Sure.
But a kid, teen. And she worked at a place that was called Chaz, and it was in the Walt Whitman Shopping Center in Huntington.
CHAZZ.
I think that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I figured it's a cheap night. Mom's going to get me the drinks. All I got to do is put on a suit, which I never had. So it was like just a terrible.
Probably had a corduroy suit and fry boots, right?
Oh, I don't know what I had. It was awful, though. And I go down there, and I get really wasted. And there's this girl from high school was there. And I was in love with this girl. I'm like, oh, my God, here I am at the disco, and this girl's here and everything. And so she goes, oh, we're gonna take off for a little bit, but we're coming back. So, yeah, I'm still waiting. I was so stupid. I pretty much just waited all night. Like,
Did you ask her to dance?
is that her? No, it was too fast. Like I was like, hey, how you doing? What was her name? Her name was like Crystal. Yeah, it was Crystal was her name. Back in that, and it was a real name. And so
Her God-given name.
I was so like, I was just the rest of the night, I'm like looking at the door, drinking my Bacardi and Coke, and I'm like, is that her? No, it's not her. She's coming back. And even my mother, she's like, why don't you just go around? So I'm like, no, she's coming back. Oh, how embarrassed. Look, I just douche-chilled myself.
You didn't have a 7 and 7? 7 and 7 was the drink that Tony Monero had.
No, I was rum
7
and
and
Coke,
7.
or slow gin fizz. No, I was a rum and Coke guy. And Crystal never showed back up. And I saw her in school, in high school, like whenever the fuck the next school day was. And she kind of avoided me. I don't think she liked me. And then I see her on Facebook, and she's all religious now.
Really? The girl who turned you down?
Yeah.
Is she gross?
A few years went by.
Yeah, so you won.
Have you seen her at the high school reunion?
She, no.
You didn't go to any?
I went to one, but not a lot of people talked to me at the high school reunion because I brought an 18-year-old to the high school. Thai boy.
Yeah, I bought a 15-yearold
Thai
Thai boy. Said he was my assistant.